Hello, everyone, and welcome to Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks and the House of Loud, a place where great teams go to die. A Big Ten showdown is coming, conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Northwestern ready to kick it off to get things started. From inside the 10, here he comes. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Oregon's offense will start this game off. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field. But what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. And David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Off the play fake on first down. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions, big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. The Ducks line up to punt it away. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. So Northwestern's offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
And the missed connection on 3rd down. Northwestern will send out the punt team and see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The offense set for a first down play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Escapes trouble. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Open runway ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
How many ways can I get to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Trying to turn the corner on the left. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. And you saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
And this one splits the uprights.
Personal foul.
Wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. The Ducks are marching down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Arkansas State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here, throw in the towel, and stop this fight. They're trailing by 14 to ULM. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Northwestern wants to go quickly. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, you have to find a way to create some hesitation on defense when you're selling the draw play. They just didn't do it well enough here.
Yeah, it's got to be the offensive line and the quarterback and the running back. They all have to work together to show pass set up front, act like it's a throw for the quarterback, not rush it, but the defense clearly not fooled, got in the backfield, got the tackle for a loss.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good...
And it's loose. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way. Got a lot of room to the right. 10. Touchdown, Northwestern. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Line gets set, first down. Give to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Finds his target down the middle. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the toss. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Moves away as he feels pressure. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse, move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground, but they'll move the chains. First down, Northwestern.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Might as well give it to him again. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? Touchdown, Ducks! The defense takes matters into their own hands.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Great job by the defense, understanding what they were seeing. They played the read game beautifully, strung it out. Quarterback continues to drift to his left. No space to get through. Tackle for a loss for this defense.
Nope. On that one, he loses 4 on the carry. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll try to do it himself. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. On the move, it's Branch. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the yoke. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Dropping back, it's Gray. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Off play action. Unloads to the right. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing on bounds.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Love. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Wildcats want to move quickly.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his position.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. And he could not get loose on the run.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in the gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And the Ducks send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Gray. Finds us back in the middle.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Coleman.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs in that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Looking deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can...
Going for the big play. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Quickly to the tight end. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's going to pass. Fires to the big fella. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Gray. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like you've had an enjoyable day there today in Eugene. And what we've witnessed is a rarity these days in our sport. These defenses are taking matters into their own hands, putting points on the scoreboard, and effectively controlling the narrative of this game. Points off turnovers are kind of found money for teams. But at some point, these offenses are going to have to make some adjustments and carry their share of the load.
The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Leaves it with the running back. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Slips through the line. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown. return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, it's a fake, headed for the end zone. And he's dragged down. Kickoff team takes the field after the punt return for the touchdown. Let's see what they've got in coverage now. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Fakes his man out. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20th.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Now from inside the red zone. He's got his man. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They keep attacking through the air. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern!
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now facing a 3rd and long. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
The Ducks will keep this drive going.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you've got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Line getting set on second down. To the ground with the back. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure. But this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a first down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Finds the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying play action. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, that is so good. There's not a lot of room to work over there on the sideline in the end zone, but he was able to control his body, catch the football, make sure he had a foot down inbounds. It doesn't get any better than that.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They'll try to add another to their lead. Here's the snap. Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Just one of those mistakes that can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. First down for this offense. Going to the running game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. On 3rd down, going up top. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Leaves it with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They think there's room to run to the right here. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. He has 89 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Power football with the run. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the fullback. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
He got it. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. USC found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat. Something this program has done time and time again inside the Coliseum. Fight on. And the men of Troy will do just that. A top 25 clash. Huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Coming after it. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't live to play another play.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarter.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And the Wildcats look to keep this drive humming. He'll come out throwing on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Gray. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop.
Well, in here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Give to the running back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. The give to the back. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They go to the ground. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Ducks are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
And no problem. Point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gonna let it fly. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Fires to the tight end.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Got it in the middle. It's Love. They make the stop, but the sweet going catch is plenty to give them a first down. Northwestern right back to the line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. The aerial assault continues. Finds his tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. To the air. It's Gray. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Wildcats have their offense in high gear.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Going up top on first down. Finds his man down the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. On 2nd down, looking to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Offensively, this is a beautiful timeout because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Still on his feet. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Give to the running back. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Keep it on the ground. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. It's first down from the 11. Toss to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. After this, it'll be a wrap. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.